Hello, chat. And of course, I forgot to move my microphone to where it should be. Classic. Nothing changes around here, guys, I swear. Alright, let's make this image disappear. And there I am. I wonder if I can make that, like, do a transition. I'll have to play with it later. I guess I could just put that in a different thing if I do this. No, never mind. That's just a black screen. Alright, well, I'll play around with the settings later. Yeah, I'm getting more professional here, guys. I'm getting more professional. Not at all. Anyway, though, welcome to the stream. I know I had this scheduled at 12, but I was done very, very early. Much earlier than I expected to be done. So, or I was free much earlier than I expected to be free. So, here I am, doing the stream a little early. I've promoted it everywhere that I can, and Eevee promoted it as well, and the chat disappeared. What happened? Shoot, why is the chat box? Why is the chat box not there anymore? Oh, it's because I changed. Okay, never mind. I get it. I'm a silly sausage. Let me see how the audio is working on my end. I think it sounds good. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. If we have any audio issues or anything, if there's any issues at all with the stream, let me know in the comments, and I'll be quick to fix them. I say quick, but I am lying because I'm not fast to do much. But I will try and keep an eye out for that, and we'll try and do a workaround. But anyway, yes, as the thumbnail entails, I am doing. Yes, good, it's the right thumbnail. It has happened to me multiple times where it's the wrong thumbnail. But I am doing the Spring 2025 anime tier list, because we love tier lists. I like tier list a lot, so I like doing them. I missed a couple. I missed winter 2025 and fall 2024. Might go back and do those. Let me know, guys, in the comments of the VOD or the live stream right now. Let me know if you want me to do go back and do those, so like the playlist is complete up until like summer, I think, of last year. Yeah, there are the comments. Cool. I have a feeling that to be Hero X at Apocalypse Hotel will be... Hey, spoilers, Eevee, spoilers. My biases, man. But yeah, as Eevee said, if you want to know more about my tastes as the anime come out live, join our Discord. Link in the description below if I remember to put it in there. Let me check real quick. Yes, I did put the Discord in the description. So yeah, check out the link in the description for the Discord. And yeah, I talk about anime with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys. Every now and then, I talk about my opinions on some of the stuff, and sometimes we just start nerding out, and we end up accidentally spending hours there, which is not good for me because I like waking up like super early nowadays. But yes, as you see, this is a pre-made tier list. I should have. Can I put the link? If I do this, I'm gonna open up an incognito tab just to make sure that this works. Okay, let me just really quickly edit the stream description. So if you guys want to check out this tier list real fast, if you guys want to check this out, I'm going to put a link to it at the very bottom of the description so it's easier to find. Tier list link. And send me, if you're in the Discord, take a screenshot, send it to me. Let me know what your favorite anime of these seasons have been. And yeah, so the description should be uploaded now or refreshed now. Apothecary Diaries would also be if you watched it. I don't know if Apothecary Diaries is in this tier list because technically that is a winter 2025 show. If it is though, I'll do a little something with it. First glance, I don't. Oh wait, no, that might. Yeah, that's Apothecary Diaries right there. Okay, so we do have a few things. I don't know what exactly this person was thinking when they made this tier list, or if they thought that these shows came out for spring. But we have the depressing show. I'm going to open up my anime list real fast just to see these names. What is this one called? What's the depressing one called, Eevee, that you've seen? I'm gonna watch it too. Oh, Togepi's Original Sin. I haven't seen this one yet. It's only gonna be 6 episodes, so I'm gonna wait for all 6 episodes to drop. The stream okay? The stream seems to be fine on my phone. Is anything going on with it? Exit and come back. Let's see what happens. Stream seems to be good. Okay, no, yeah, stream seems to be good. It is pretty delayed, but I'm not sure. I think everything's fine, but let me know if something's going on, Eevee. Yeah, Togepi's Original Sin, and looks like Lord of Mystery. It's back. Okay, so it looks like there's just some buffering going on over there. These two technically aren't part of the winter, or they're not part of the spring season, so I'm gonna put them in the haven't seen, which I haven't seen either of them. Waiting for the dub of Lord of Mysteries to come out, and then the Apothecary Diaries season 2. I think it was on your end. Maybe. It depends. Sometimes it actually is on my end. I've had it happen to me a couple times where it just starts buffering like crazy on my end, and that's because like either a storm is happening outside or just our internet's deciding to just quit on us. But yeah, do let me know though if it's buffering, and just so I'm aware if something's going on. So at Apothecary Diaries, technically, this is a winter show, and I've not seen it yet. I've been holding off on season 2 because I just wanted to binge it all, and I believe the dub is completely out now. But I know I loved season 1, and I know Eevee has been gassing this one up for a long time, or since he's been watching season 2, he's been gassing it up. So Eevee, I'm going to use a trust system on this one. This is probably the first time, and maybe the only time I will do this, depending on how late I am on next season's animes. I'll use a trust system here. I wonder, where are you going to put Apothecary Diaries? Your vote will end up putting Apothecary Diaries in any one of these tiers. I think I have an idea of where you're going to tell me to put it, but just to be safe, because Eevee and I, we both love the Apothecary Diaries, probably an equal amount. So if he loves the season, I'm gonna love the season. If he doesn't like the season, I'm probably not gonna like this season. But from the way he's been talking about it, I think I know where the season's gonna end up going. S tier, literally in my top 5 seasons of any anime. Yeah, that's what I thought. I am very excited to get into this show. I just need to finish one more seasonal, and I'm completely caught up. After I finish this one seasonal, and I will talk about the one seasonal that I have not yet finished, I will be completely caught up on my spring watch list, and then I'm gonna binge the Apothecary Diaries from episode 1 to episode like 48 or whatever we're on, just for the experience. So I'm very excited about it. That's how excited I am. We also have a really similar taste. We really do. And you're really early into your anime journey, so when you start getting more into like the niche stuff, I'm really interested to see what kind of more niche taste we have. I say as if I have niche taste. But yeah, now we are into some of these, and I know if Sora was here, he's going to be glazing all the wrong ones. But T-Bait, the animation, or the beginning after the end, the animation, for people that don't know what T-Bait is. Now, I have not seen this one. I do not wish to see this one. This is not I'm not going to try and rank the stuff that I haven't seen, cause that's why we have a want to watch and I haven't seen one. But with T-Bait, there is a lot of things that I have seen, a lot of clips that I've seen, a lot of very sad fans that I've sadly had to see talk about this show. I want to read the manhwa to this. I've heard nothing but praise. Everyone keeps saying that this is like Mashoko Tensei, but without the Rudius issues, which I love Mashoko Tensei. I understand the issues that people have with it, and I'm not going to try and push people to watch it that are uncomfortable with those kind of issues. But I love the journey that it takes you through. I love the world and all that. This is not a Mashoko Tensei review. I've already done a video about that, so go check that out. But the beginning after the end, I've heard a lot of glaze about it. Everyone keeps comparing to Mashoko Tensei, but it's better because like none of the controversies that Mashoko Tensei has are in it. I want to read it, but when it comes to the anime adaptation, I'm going to put it in the don't even bother. There is no reason as to why, I at least for me, maybe other than trying to get a hint at what this, like if you're like me and you want to like understand what these characters would probably sound like in anime, so you can get those voices in your head for the like when you're reading. Maybe that's why you would like check out like the dub or the sub of this. Other than that, I really don't think this anime is going to be a good introduction to the manhwa. I think just go ahead and read the source material. That's at least from what I've experienced with this. From everything that I've seen, from like the fans of the original source material talking, from people that have seen it, this is just don't even bother. So I'm not going to watch it, but I will read the manhwa. Maybe I'll make a review about it when I do get to it. I've seen manga edits on TikTok that have more frames per second. The frame after the end. This is joining the frames along with 7 Deadly Frames and Frame Lock, which is Blue Lock Season 2. Woof. Yeah, so this is a rough one. But yeah, I will read the manhwa eventually, and I'm very excited about that. This is the... Oh, shoot, what is this one called? This is the horse girl racing one. Usame Masume? Oh, wait, this is the wrong season. Derby. That's not it. What's the horse racing one? This is the Derby. Oh, Uma Masume. That's what it's called. Cinderella Grey. I believe this is a spin-off of a horse racing gacha game anime. And I really want to watch it. I haven't had the chance. I have no idea what this franchise is about. I have seen edits on TikTok and Instagram of these horse girls racing. And yeah, this has a lot of animation. There's so much money that's put into this. It looks phenomenal. I don't know. I don't think I'm really into these kind of story, or I don't think I'm really into I didn't think I was into horse racing, and then I saw this. I'm like, dang, this actually looks really, really interesting. So this is one I want to get into. I believe the anime franchise has just started. It might have 1 or 2 seasons, and this is a spin-off from what I understand. So I'm gonna have to catch up. And I'm very intrigued about it. And somehow this anime is getting a season 2. That's the interesting thing, especially in the for T-Bait. Especially in this like climate. It used to be back in the day, at least for live action, I'm not sure about animation. It used to be back in the day, shows would be already greenlit for like 2 or 3 seasons. So that's why, like, just for production costs, that's why we would have like a show would come out and immediately we would have season 2 come out. So if season 1 performed really well, they would start working on season 3. And then when season 2 was done, season 3 would be done, yada yada. If season 1 did not perform, they would just cut it at season 2. Nowadays, I don't think really a lot of places do that, because that was for network television. Now we're in the age of streaming, so I don't know how or why T-Bait got a second season. It might be a passion project of the studio, but I have no words as to how or why this got a season 2, especially with the reception it's been getting. This is, I believe this is the summer frame one, or the summer. I don't know how I like remember like bits and pieces. Summer Pockets. I don't know how I remember bits and pieces of these titles. But yeah, Summer Pockets. It got a lot of watchers in Japan. Interesting. I wonder what the Japanese reception to this was. Because I know in... oh, there it is. 3.4. That's actually higher than I was expecting from this website. I know that a lot of fans were very disappointed with this adaptation, so I'm curious as to like how it got so many views. Let's see. This one will likely be the best show for me this season. Hey, you know what? Everyone has their favorites. All right. I'm still probably not going to watch this show. I'm going to read the manhwa. I think that's going to be the better experience on my end. But Summer Pockets, this is based off of a visual novel. The Shuinji family's peak. Hold on, Sora. We have a few to get through first. But yeah, it's right there. I knew it. Oh, Sora. I knew the second you got here. Oh, there. Look, this is your... I know this isn't my opinions, guys, but just to spoil Sora's favorite anime this season, if this was his tier list, this is what it would look like. That's just a really quick view of Sora's tier list. We'll get to some of Sora's favorite. You know, no. Let me make the real Sora tier list here. 1, Shuinji family. Actually, no. I think he would probably put the panty one before it. And then where's the dark skin elf one? There, guys. If you wanted to know what Sora's tier list looks like, this is it. He would have Apothecary Diaries and Don't Even Bother, and then these 3 are his goats. Tell me if I'm wrong, Sora. I think it was like here. Actually, I want to talk about these a little bit before. The panty ones was like here. The dark elf was somewhere around here. Oh wait, no. Put Apothecary Diaries back in peak before I forget. Wow, Shy Wolf, my favorite VTuber. I'm a big fan. Are we doing this? Are we doing the Connor and Booby thing? Silverpox is pretty decent based on the first episode, at least. Sora only watches H-word and ecchi. It's true. I mean, like, I can't fault him for that. I watched a few ecchi myself. Hentai I don't really get into. It's still Jinshis that's what's up. But nah. Summer Pockets, I don't have any interest in checking this one out. So I will put it in the haven't seen. It's based off of a visual novel. I don't have really nostalgia for this kind of thing, and I am very backed up on my romances. I really want to watch some older stuff. I need to finish some older stuff that I've started. So I'm gonna put Summer Pockets I haven't seen. If Eevee finishes it and says it's peak, then I'll check it out. Or not even peak. If it's good, I'll check it out. But for now, I'm going to put in the haven't seen. I don't have a lot of interest for it. Oh my gosh. Wait, why are you saying you right and then not Eevee you wrong? Because Sora only watches H-word and hentai to have you right under it. That's a screenshot right there. Let me a second. Let me print screen that. Alright, Sora, I'm putting you on blast. Again, I'm going to say check out the Discord. I'm not going to have it on my screen right now, but I am posting something in our meme chat. That is perfect. Thank you, Sora. What's this crown logo? I have no idea what this crown thing is. Oh, it's top fans. How is Eevee not a top fan? And what's this experience thing? I have no idea what that is. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's doing. Is this like a setting I could do? But I don't remember ever putting Shy Wolf VT, which you should check out. It has no relation to Sora whatsoever, I promise. I don't remember how... I don't even remember doing anything with Shy Wolf. I know I made Sora an admin, but I don't think I made Shy Wolf an admin. Something I'll have to play around with later, I guess. Sora, we literally have you on video saying you watched what you watched last season, and Sora's never going to release that video. Sora, let me put it on my Patreon, please, man, please. I need stuff to put on my Patreon. I also need to teach you how to make a Patreon. To be Hero X this early? Nah, we're gonna talk about that later. Witch Watch. This is one that I know it has a community behind it. I know that it has a lot of fans, and it's one that I can't really get into. I don't know. I didn't really vibe. Yeah, it's not that I didn't vibe. Comedy is very hard for me. In terms of like anime that are just strictly comedy, I didn't really care for this one that much. I watched 3 episodes and was struggling. I think I watched 3 episodes. Maybe it was 2 episodes. I was struggling to get through it. It's very pretty. I will say that it is a very pretty show, but not my cup of tea. So it's a dropped. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Eevee. The crown thing, I think it does that by each stream. So who's the most active in the stream? However, I've been the most active in the stream. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know, because my alt account, I think, is the #1 fan, which makes sense. I use this alt account to make sure that the stream is running for like people that aren't my channel. So it makes sense. I mean, like, I am my #1 biggest fan. Ego is that's my name. But like, you're almost always here, Eevee. It's hard to name a stream that you haven't been in. I'm not saying that Sora is not a #1 fan, but Sora has 2 placements. A blue and shy. That's so weird. I don't know. I'll have to check out what this crown thing is. Nah, the system says otherwise. I guess Eevee. I guess Sora is my #2 fan, other than me, of course. That's the one area where I differ from Josh. I'm more into comedy than him, although it's far from my favorite genre. I mean, no, yeah. I enjoy comedy shows. It's just I don't know. It's very hard for me to get into a comedy show. Now, Grand Blue is peak, and that's hilarious. I cannot wait to start reading the manga after season 2. But Eevee, if you watch Witch Watch, let me know what you think about it. It's just not really for me. And now we have the best show of the season, On God. Is better than anything ever. Can a boy girl friendship survive? It's peak. Giga made a 15-minute video on how much he loved this show. Now it's he didn't. If you guys ever regretted watching something, like, have you ever watched something and you just go like, why didn't I drop this? Yeah, that was me. I watched the first 3 episodes of this. I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. It's actually pretty okay. The characters are kind of annoying, but there's potential for character arcs. They can grow. They can. There's like some good drama going on. And then the more I watched it, the more I realized the show's goal is to make you hate everyone, and it's not in a great way. It's not like you're rooting to hate these people. It's just like everyone's just insufferable. Everyone's an idiot in this show. Even the background characters are idiots. The antagonist is just an insufferable idiot. Everyone sucks in this show. There's no one that you want to root for here. And it's like, it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but I do feel like by the end of it, I just wasted my entire time. So if for some reason, can a boy-girl friendship survive? If that is in your plan to watch list, I say don't even bother. I finished this, and I just thought to myself, I watched all 12 episodes of this. Wow, that's 12 episodes I'll never get back. This one, this is one of my biggest disappointments in the season. I was really looking forward to this. I think I had it in my must watch, and damn, I coped so hard. I was coping so hard for this one. I will catch up with the comments. Sora's Jinwoo, he has the system giving him crown aura. Sora, I don't know how you ended up being #2, but that's hilarious. That being said, Witch Watch was a low B tier for me. Okay, so you've seen, you watched the first episode. Okay, yeah. So we're about the same. I think I watched 2 episodes of it. So we're about the same in terms of how much we've seen. But B tier, that's fair. I'm gonna say that's fair. Comedy's not for everyone, or like certain comedy isn't for everyone. It's one of the harder genres, I feel like. because everyone's taste in comedy is different. I feel like it's one of the more things that like you really have to get into a specific thing's comedy. You can't just like, oh yeah, this show's a comedy, you'll love it. It's like, what kind of comedy you into? Like Sora's into ecchi comedy, but Josh and Eevee, we're probably not into the ecchi comedy that much. Sora loves the Fire Force comedy. Why do I throw you under the bus? Bro, Eevee cooked on that comeback. Slime one. This one I have not seen season 1 of. I kind of want to, but my sister's seen it and she says it's not really worth it. So I'm probably just gonna put in the haven't seen, because I don't think I'll it's gonna be a long time before I catch up to enough isekai and fantasy that's in my plan to watch list until I get to this point. So Slime, I've been killing slimes for 3,000 years, season 2, haven't seen. All right, what's this one next to Shinji Family Children? Let me just. No, I don't recognize it. Wait. What is that? Is this an idol show? I don't know. I haven't seen it. So this one, I don't know what it is. Haven't seen. Both me and Josh weren't gonna watch the Apocalypse. Both weren't gonna watch Apocalypse Hotel, and then we both ended up loving it. Yeah. It's tradition at this point to throw Sora under the bus. It's the group dynamic. Sora, you need to start throwing us more under the bus, man. You deserve a few licks. You deserve a few comebacks. But it's so easy. I hope if you do ever edit the trailer video we did for the summer seasons, I hope you leave some of the stuff you said in there, because that's so funny. The Pandy ones, I haven't seen it. I know this is Sora's goat. This is an isekai. Oh, this is the healer one, I think. Haven't seen it. It just didn't look appealing. Windbreaker season 2. Okay, this is a solid list. Actually, I'll put this in. Haven't seen. I have no interest in watching Reforma. It just doesn't look very interesting, and from what I've seen and heard, it's not really worth much time. Oh, this is the healer one, so this is a different isekai. There's a lot of isekai. You're gonna notice that I haven't seen a lot of these. Is this the demon one? No, I don't think that's the demon one. If it is, we'll come back to it. Haven't seen. Guilty Gear. All right, this one I haven't seen. This looks like a hentai. Oh, this is an OVA. Okay, so I haven't seen I didn't know that Konosuba had an OVA. Or is it a season 3 movie? Oh yeah, it is an OVA. 2 episodes. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually watch that later. Let me I'll put it in my want to watch. I don't know if the dub's out for it yet. I dropped it, so yeah, considering how rare it is for me to drop something. Yeah, Eevee's a completionist. So if Eevee dropped a show, it's probably not going to be something I'm going to be interested in. And that's kind of sad, because I think from the description, the show had a lot of potential, but it's just the execution just was not there. Did you watch Loser Ranger season 2 yet? Ooh, where is it? I'll talk about. Actually, you know what? Let me find. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Loser Ranger. I have not seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry, Sora. I know. I should watch it. I'll get around to it. It's this one and the Apothecary Diaries. I wanted to binge them all, but the spring season's ending, so now I don't have time. Like, it's not. I do have time. I will watch it, but I didn't have enough time before I made this playlist. So Sora, don't leave me hanging here. I'm gonna use the same thing for Apothecary Diaries season 2. Wait, Sora, before you start freaking out, I'm gonna watch it, okay? But since I hadn't seen it, I asked Eevee where he would put it. Where would you? Because you and I've talked to you about this show, season 1. We have very similar thoughts. I only do this because I know we have very similar thoughts on this show in particular. Same with Eevee and Apothecary Diaries. Where would you place Loser Ranger season 2? Not the whole series, just season 2. Where would you put it? If you want me to make a new tier for it, let me know. like a mid tier, or honestly, I don't even know. So this is S, A, B, C, and then I guess this is D, and then this is F, and then this is I haven't seen it yet, and this is also I haven't seen it yet, but even less, even worse. So Sora, where would you put Loser Ranger? I liked both season 1 and 2's OVA for Konosuba, so I'm sure I'll like season 3's. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, wait, I have this one. Yeah, want to watch. Me too. I liked season. Did both of them have OVAs or did just one? I don't remember. I don't remember like how the OVAs were split, but I do remember liking all of everything that came out from season 1 and 2 of Konosuba. Season 3 I think is my least favorite season, but I am interested in seeing the OVAs just because I really like the characters in the world a lot. A tier, not as good than season 1's, but still good. All right, so we'll put Loser Ranger in A tier, and when I watch it, I will let Sora know what I thought about it. I'm probably gonna like it. I think I would put season 1 in an A tier as well, a strong A tier, but an A tier too. So I think this fits with my thoughts on season 1 of Loser Ranger, and I'm really interested in seeing what the show's gonna continue cooking, especially with where season 1 left off. That was great. That was a good leaving off point for a second season. So I'm really interested to see how this world is going to evolve after that big status quo change. All right, enough stalling. The Shuinji family children. This is one of Sora's goats. And dare I say, bro was kind of cooking with this one. I'm not even lying. This show is unironically kind of good. I hate that I have to say that. I legitimately have valid criticisms about this show. And it's not like Rent a Girlfriend where it's like, oh, this show sucks. There's no redeeming this show. It's awful. It's terrible. Pool NTR, the ending sucked, the manga, everyone knows the Rent a Girlfriend debacle. My valid criticism, I kid you not, my valid criticism of the Shuinji family children is there's too much inner narration. It's like I'm reading an 80s or older comic book where like they narrate what they're doing. It's like you watch the character pick up a pan, and then the character's head is like, I pick up the pan because I need to cook breakfast. Like, yes, no, I see that. This main character, I think his name's Arata, he narrates way too much what he's thinking, because we can see what he's thinking happening as the audience. He's like, wow, my sister's so reliable. I'm always able to loosen up around this one in particular. Like, based off of his interactions with everyone else, we can see that he's looser with this one, so you can omit that narration, and it just, like, you're not missing anything as an audience member. That is a valid criticism I have of this show, and I'm not memeing. I actually like want this show to be a little bit better than it is. I hate that I'm invested. Why? What? How did Rent a Girlfriend author cook? How did he cook? Bro got divorced from his wife because he married his body pillow, and he logged in for this one. It's I don't know what to say. This show, I'm halfway through it. I think I watched episode 7 last night, and I'm genuinely invested in this. I thought it was gonna be hot garbage, and I'm over here like, oh, hold on, wait. He's doing something good here. Granted, this is step sibling garbage, but it is the second best romance we've had this entire year. We are getting some of the best romance shows in summer, so this has been a dry spell year for romance, but it's picking up. But as of the first 6 months of 2025, this is the best romance we've had. This is the second best romance we've had. It might even be the best. Actually, this might be the best one. It depends on your considerations for romance. I'm not counting the Apothecary Diaries. This is this show. I'm very. This is my shock of the season. I didn't expect to get this invested in it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So Sora, you get this W. Everything else though, you get thrown under the bus for, especially the panty one. The rented girlfriend author cooked with something. That's what I'm saying, man. The fact you clowned on me and now you join my side. I tell you, I find rubies in the isekai sand. No, no, this isn't even isekai. What are you talking about? I guess no. There's a lot of isekai this season, but no. You can't keep throwing shows at the board and say this one's peak, this one's peak, this one's peak, because you're eventually going to find one that's peak. But you can't say that all three of them are peak. But yeah, if you don't mind some degeneracy, aka help me step bro. This show very ecchi? There are some naked scenes, but like I don't think they show too much. This show is surprisingly not that ecchi compared to other things I've seen. Like, it's just the premise of after let's say like 18 years of living together, more or less. I think the oldest one is maybe 20. I don't know. The youngest one's 15. So at the very least, after 15 years of everyone living together, they find out, boom, you're all step siblings, or none of you are related to the main character. So yeah, boom, you're all step siblings, and everyone's like, oh wait, so meat's back on the menu. I don't know. I'm genuinely hoping that this premise actually ends up in a semi rent a girlfriend way. Spoilers for Rent a Girlfriend's manga ending. I don't think anyone cares. Yeah, Chizuru doesn't get with Kazuya. So I kind of hope we put that same energy in here. I hope that like everyone's a little confused right now, and then it ends up that like no one wins. Everyone's like, you know what? We're a happy family. Like no romance. Let's not go down the romance route. None of these people. Let's have none of these people get together in a relationship. And let's just have this be a family working out some issues. A creative family. I don't know. I feel like the author can really cook here. I don't think he will, considering his resume. But this is the surprise. I really enjoyed this show. Jump scared by ad. Me too. At least everyone's getting ads at the same time. Let me catch up on some comments. He's mine now. No. Sorry. No. You don't get to cook with romance. That's my area of expertise. All right. Josh, you're turning into Sora with the. No. I watch good romance. I swear. It's just I'm in a dry spell. Oh gosh, we have so many. Let me thin down this list real fast. We talked about one for a while, so let's do some quick ones. One Piece, I'm on episode 120ish, haven't caught up. Potentially going to just wait for Wit to do their adaptation of the show. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. Oh, I haven't seen this one. This one's interesting. Let me try and find it. Why did I exit? Why do I always do this to myself? Why do I just exit out of things? Season charts, and now I have to scroll to find it. Peak is peak. I sadly have to agree on you. I have to agree with you, man. Shuenji family is kind of it's kind of yeah. It's kind of peak. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, this one's interesting. Miru Watashi no Mirai. Now, if you're watching my Patreon series of me going through every seasonal opening and ending song, this one I think had a really good opening song. I remember I was surprised by it. It's an anthology, time travel, robots. I don't think I was really impressed with the trailer. I read the description again. I'm like, this sounds interesting. I saw the reviews. I'm like, oh, I don't think it capitalized on its premise. So I don't think I'll end up watching this. I don't have nostalgia for this. I haven't seen this. Idols. I haven't seen this one. Pokemon, haven't seen it. I don't know what this is. Oh wait, no, that Idols. I don't know. I don't know what this is. There's a lot. Wow, a lot of shows come out in a year, huh? Or in a season. It's only been 3 months. No, that one I don't have any care to talk about. Haven't seen this one. We need Ryan. We need Ryan here, guys. Look at how much isekai is here. We need him to rank these for us. I've seen this one. I've seen this one. Black Butler. I want to watch this show, but it's very old. I feel like I'm like way too far behind on it to catch up now. But yeah, when I catch up on my anime, when I catch up on some of my planned to watch lists on the longer ones, maybe I'll catch it. Get into Black Butler. The Pokemon card capture game. I haven't seen it. This one, I heard it was bad. I haven't seen this one. Ten Gopi. I don't care to watch it. I have not seen this one. Haven't seen this one. Just thinning out the herd here, guys. Just thinning out the herd here. Okay. I think this is everything I have seen or just have a thought to talk about. And Sora here. I'll put the Dark Elf one right here. So that's the next thing we talk about. Let me see. Let me catch up on the comments. Get Lazar Mid off my screen. I know it's right there. We'll talk. I'll put it behind the Dark Elf one so we can talk about that. Put Guilty Gear behind this. Oh, this is another one of Sora's Peaks. Probably. It looks like a hentai. Everything else. Oh, Bye Bye Earth. You know, we'll just like talk about like all the mid stuff right now. Actually, we'll talk about everything that like I don't have a super strong opinion on. But I have seen some stuff where. Let's see. Yep, I think that's everything. All right, so Sora, I'm extremely scared to ask where, if you had control of this tier list, if this was your live stream, where are you putting the Dark Elf anime? I'm scared to ask. But where are you putting the Dark Elf anime, Sora? Actually, let me put this in want to watch, I guess. These two. 300 Slime Season 1 was good so far, but I haven't seen Season 2, so cannot comment on it. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to watch. This was in my plan to watch list. I think it still is, but my sister's seen it, and she said she didn't like Season 1's ending, so she told me not to bother with it. I'll put it in the want to watch. I'll probably will get around to it eventually when I get, like, what I do, I cycle through genres when I'm watching things. So, like, if I'm watching a long romance, I'll switch to, like, a more slice of life fantasy or isekai show. So eventually I will get to a point where where I want to watch an isekai, so this will probably be in there for older shows. I don't know. I don't have much hype behind it, but I hope it'll entertain me. I haven't finished Season 1, so that's a bad sign. We'll see. When you do finish Season 1. For next year's Isekai month. Again, chat, tourist, if you want to watch a bunch of Isekai. I don't know if Eevee's going to do this annually, but I think a couple months ago, he did an event where he watched Isekai only Isekai for 1 whole month straight. And he watched the beginning of a lot of shows. And I think most of that was on Discord. Like you could watch him watch it on Discord, and you could join in on the fun. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, you can join in on some group chat or group watches. All off camera, it's just for fun. A tier. All right, going back to actually tier listing things. Okay. Quick question, Sora. This isn't my thoughts. Would you put the Dark Elf anime above or below the Shunji family? Or where would you put it in A tier? That's what I'm very curious about. I will do it every year, although it will be It will vary by season. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's crazy though. An annual isekai month. I think you should try and do it because I think you did it during the spring season. Yeah, you definitely did it during the spring season this year. You should try and do it on more of like next year. Do it on more of like a dead season. Like I think spring. Yeah, most of the shows I didn't bother watching, but a lot of these shows that I did watch, we'll get into it below. Okay, so that's Sora's list. I think spring was a pretty good month to do, or a pretty good time to do this because there wasn't that many shows to actually go through. But oh man, I would feel so bad if you did this during a packed season. Honestly, next year will be hard. Yeah, next year's gonna have a. Okay, well, we don't know next year specifically because we don't know when a lot of the shows are going to be airing. I think Free Runs are airing in winter 2025. But it'd be crazy if all the hype shows came out in the same season. Oh my god, that'd be the best season of anime by far. But yeah, we'll have to see how next year, like all the sequels, we'll have to see how those, when those get released. If anything, maybe you should try and time Isekai Month to be when Mashoko Sensei Season 3 comes out. That'd be fun. But yeah, this is Sora's tier list. Again, let me exemplify with doing that. This is Sora's tier list so far, guys. If this was his video. Dark Elf anime, I have no interest in watching. I'm pretty sure it's literally just a hentai. Is it actually called Dark Elf? It's Elf. Yandere, Dark Elf, she chased me all the way from another world. Comedy, ecchi, fantasy, elves, reverse isekai, short episodes. Yeah, short episodes. That's how you know. Spice and Wolf season 2. Season 2 is coming out. Oh my god. I'm so happy for the Spice and Wolf fandom, man. They had to wait like 10 years for this reboot, and then the reboot's like, okay, we're gonna start from the beginning, but they're gonna get a whole season of brand new content. That's so great. And season 1 was amazing. This looks like an isekai, or this looks like a hentai, so we'll put that here. Guilty Gear, I was kind of not really looking forward to it, but I don't know. I never got into this game franchise. I'm like, oh, maybe this will be a good way. And of course, as it is a gaming adaptation, usually they don't come out. Not everything is a cyberpunk, and I don't have much interest in watching it. I need to remember what the pronunciation of that one is. Let's see. They have a short drama for the Shoenji family children. That is crazy. That's cute though. Chibi. That's cute. That's crazy though. What is this one called? Shinomi. Okay. Shishomin. How to be ordinary. How to be ordinary. The English title. The one I can pronounce. Let me catch up on chat real fast. Yeah, hell, maybe ReZero Season 4 and Mashoko Tensei Season 3 will be in the same season, in which case I will make that month Isekai Month. It has happened before. What was it? I think it's happened before. I think both of them came out in the same season. No, never mind. It was Mashoko Tensei, That Time I Was Reincarnating in Slime, and Konosuba. Those 3 got released in the same season. If ReZero Season 3 released like a season earlier, we would have had 4 of the best isekai of the generation airing in the same season. On that season, I think it was like spring 2025 or something, or 2024, spring 2024. I mean, next year is strong for isekai as well, dude. Next year could be a contender for best year of anime, and I will watch with intense curiosity to see how Crunchyroll messes up the anime awards, because there's so many bangers releasing next year. There's so many good shows. I just don't know how they fumble their nomination list, because at a certain point it's just going to become like any show you nominate, they might be like oh, you know, I see why that one's nominated. Oh man, I'm very interested to see Crunchyroll's nominations for next year, and I'm super hyped for a lot of the shows coming out next year, because Mashoko Tensei, like I said, I love that. ReZero, I love that show. I mean, season 3 I have my like side complaints about, but Still, I really love that franchise. Free Ren, it's coming back. Apothecary Diaries season 3. I don't know how they're pumping out these Apothecary Diary seasons so fast, but we're getting, I think it's coming out next year. It's either next year or the year after. But anyway, we're getting this Apothecary Diary super fast. And probably 24 episodes again. Sheesh. They do not want to pull over ReZero. They know how much content they have to catch up on. They're like, hold my beer. We're gonna catch up real fast. So many shows that even if my personal goats don't win, I would be happy. On God, man, there's so many good shows coming out. It's gonna be, and then like that's not even counting like new franchises that are coming out. We can still be surprised by a sleeper hit. The fact that they didn't even mention Spice and Wolf for this year's romance is a sin. Well, maybe next year, because I do feel was Spice and Wolf in Best Drama? No, right? It was robbed of Best Drama. It was robbed of a nomination for Best Romance, or for Best Drama for sure. I feel like this season of Spice and Wolf was more of a drama than a romance. Next season might be more romance than drama. But no, yeah, I love Hollow and Craft's chemistry a lot too. It is a slow burn romance. God, I love Hollow. Sora, she's mine now. But yeah, no, a lot of shows were robbed, and I feel like Spice and Wolf's probably gonna get robbed next year too. Just because I don't know why. If it didn't get nominated this year, I don't know why it'll get nominated next year, especially with all the heavy hitters coming out. But it definitely deserves some love, even for best voice acting too. But yeah, She's So Mean, How to Be Ordinary. This was a show I really wanted to get into because it's the same creative team behind one of my favorites, Slice of Life's Hyoka. I hope I pronounced that right. Which basically is kind of like a high school mystery show, just like some teenagers going around solving some mysteries about like, oh, this is the legend of the attic. They say it's haunted. The piano will play by itself. So like this guy, he's not a detective, but he kind of is like he's like a high school detective, very plain. He's like, oh, I'm very bored and all that. So he goes and investigate these things because like this girl is like, oh, this would be so awesome if we found out what this actually was. You know, oh, fine, I'll reluctantly do it. I don't know. The chemistry was great in that show. It had some really intriguing mysteries, like small scale mysteries, and even some big scale mysteries too. Nothing like life threatening or world ending, but it was a good ride. Great cast chemistry and all that. And then How to Be Ordinary, I was very disappointed in season 1. I dropped it. I don't like the mysteries weren't good. The chemistry between the cast I didn't buy. The characters themselves individually just kind of cringe. I thought they were gonna do something with the girl where like she was a murderer just because she was kind of crazy. She was kind of loca. She was kind of crazy. So this was I dropped it in season 1, but I'm gonna put season 2 and dropped 2. Just like, I don't know. This was something I just couldn't get into. Sora, Josh stole your wife. My next trick is Josh disappearing. Hey, is that just not the average life cycle of a JoshtheTourist prod YouTube video? I'll drop one video a year, and that's it. And then maybe I'll stream a couple times every other month. Oh my god, Link Click Season 3 is next year too. Oh no, Sora's chances of best drama. There's like 80 different goated shows that are coming next year. Dude, I'm saying next year. Eevee keeps sending me trailers for stuff that's coming out next year. We are gonna be so hyped every time we do those trailer reactions that Sora never uploads. We're gonna be so hyped when we do those. Like every year, like every season, we're going like, oh my god, this like 5 of my favorite shows are dropping this year or this season. It's crazy. Bye Bye Earth is very similar to Shishomin. I love the main character, but the plot and the story and the side characters are just like not interesting at all. I dropped it at the very beginning of a war arc, which if I'm not interested in your war arc, I'm probably not going to be interested in anything else. But I do like the main girl. I feel like she's kind of wasted in this show. This is the assassin. Let me get the name right. I know it's like at the bottom. A ninja and an assassin under one roof. This one I haven't seen, but I do want to watch it. It's not like on my priority list. This will probably be something I'll watch when I want to cycle out of my romance like shows, and kind of want to see more like slice of life and comedy. This is probably gonna be one that I cycle into, not anytime soon, and it's not on a priority list. But I am interested in checking it out. Do I have it in my? No, I do. I don't know why it's not in there. But yeah, I'm interested in checking this one out eventually. Windbreaker Season 2, gonna put it in dropped. I did not finish Season 1. Fights are incredible. I feel like I'm missing something not watching Windbreakers just because of how good the fights are. But I'm not into delinquent animes. I'm not into these characters much. And I don't really care much for this series, but my sister loves it. She keeps telling me to watch it, so I'll probably end up watching it with her. Right now we're watching Castlevania together. We're just rewatching it, and then after Castlevania we're going to be rewatching My Hero Academia. So probably after My Hero we'll get into Windbreakers. Maybe I'll have to ask her about it. But yeah, not really my cup of tea, but I do love the action scenes. Oh my god, yeah, Dr. Stone's last core is next year. Winter, I think, too. Dr. Stone and Freerun airing in the same season. Oh, what a good time to be alive. And it's the end of Dr. Stone, too. Oh, man. Well, at least when Dr. Stone's anime ends, I can read the manga. I bought all 27 volumes in anticipation, as well as the Byakuya semi-spin-off, kind of not, manga. So, oh man, I'm excited for the end of Dr. Stone, but I don't want it to go. It's the last reaction series I have on my channel, and there's just something nice. There's just something nice about having, like, knowing that Dr. Stone's in the future, but now that, like, that time's limited, that sucks. It sucks that it's not going to be there. All right. Wait, what? Is Windbreaker Season 2 on here twice? Oh, wait, what? Windbreaker Season 2 and Windbreaker... Okay, Windbreaker Season 2 is on here twice. But, anyway. All right, Eevee. Potentially, I'll get to the Vigilante's opinion in a second. We're almost there. But Lazarus, this is potentially our biggest disappointment. I don't want peak. That is not what I said. I said I'm excited to see it end, but just because, like, you know, to see the story end. But I'm also dreading when it ends. All right, that's not the same thing. But I'm excited to see how it all wraps up. But yeah, Lazarus, man. I remember we watched the trailer for this. We were so excited. You were still watching through Cowboy Bebop. This had, like, very similar vibes. It was the same director, I believe. And then the directors of John... Not the directors. I think it was just... No, it wasn't direct. The action choreographer of John Wick also choreographed this. We saw the trailer. We were all so excited. Damn. This sucks, man. I want to put it in meh. I wish it was better. And I don't think that does my feelings justice. Because I honestly... Don't even bother. Just watch the action scenes on YouTube. You can watch all of episode 1. Because episode 1 is just like one whole parkour run. It's just flexing their parkour animation. But after that, this show's got nothing. The plot exists. The characters are there. And there's just nothing here, man. It's a very boring show that occasionally peaks with some action. But... even then, made by the Cowboy Bebop creator, and they made not Spike the main character. Yeah, this just very much feels like trying to recapture the lightning in a bottle that was Cowboy Bebop, which it's kind of that's a very big lose-lose situation right now. Not right now, just in general. It's like Cowboy Bebop is an anime of its time where I don't think at this moment we can recreate what the magic of that show was. And this show is trying very hard to do that. And I do respect that it's not trying to do like another space adventure. This is an Earth-based show. It's very grounded, quote unquote. Not really, but whatever. I know some stuff that happens later on this show, but I do appreciate it is trying to do something different and trying to capture the vibes of Cowboy Bebop. It's just like, no, it doesn't have anything going for it other than how beautiful the action sequences are. After I basically fell asleep halfway through episode 3, I just stopped watching because I knew like this show's not going to get any better. Ad alert. So probably everyone else is getting hit with an ad. Oh, two-parter 5-second ad. How nice. But yeah. So Lazarus. Now, yeah. After I fell asleep halfway through watching episode 3, I ended up just stopping the show. Went onto YouTube because I was watching this late. I think the entire season had come out by the time I started watching it. Went onto YouTube, typed in Lazarus fight scenes, and watched all of them. And I was like, cool. And then I turned off my computer and went to bed. So, yeah. Honestly, I think don't even bother with the show. Just watch. If you're into parkour, watch episode 1. If you're not into parkour, skip episode 1 and just watch some of the fight scenes. What's the streaming company that puts this one out? Not HBO. It's Adult Swim. Adult Swim did everyone a favor. They knew that no one was actually going to watch the show, so they uploaded like almost every fight scene you could just find on the Adult Swim YouTube channel, like official. That's crazy. Like the only reason why anyone would watch the show, and they put it on their YouTube channel for us. So thank you, Adult Swim. That was great of you. Yeah, this was one of my biggest disappointments of the year so far. It's just not great. And then I have a lot of other issues with the show in terms of like the main villain's messaging of like, oh, the world took the cheap way out. They all took my painkiller drug that relieves everyone of all pain that I made basically for free. So now I'm going to take it out on everyone, and everyone's going to die because no one's doing anything about global warming. Like, buddy, you made your drug free. You gave it to everyone on the planet that could afford it, aka like the poor people, right? The rich people, maybe the rich people are taking your drug too. But like the ones that are most affected by this are the ones that can't really afford to care about global warming because they're living paycheck to paycheck. So like your message isn't doing anything because like the people that you want, the people that have the power to do what you want, they don't care. They can spend the money on however much healthcare they want. So all you're affecting is the poor people. You're just making it easier for the people that you want to op against to do their thing. They have less population to worry about, like, for protests and all. I don't know. It was dumb. And then he has a cult worshiping him like a god, which is also dumb. The AI, whatever. It's like they try to make Cowboy Bebop but it doesn't have the depth behind it. It is a hollow imitation of a goated show. Yeah. No, yeah, that's hitting it right on the head. It's just, I don't know. Whatever the messaging was behind it, it's just not good. The plot is a snail's pace. The characters are extremely boring. It just completely missed everything that Cowboy Bebop had going for it, in my opinion. But I know people do like this show, which, yeah, whatever. Devil May Cry. I really enjoyed this one, and I feel like I'm either going to put it here or putting it below the Shunji family is crazy. But actually, I'm gonna put it here. This is a video game adaptation, and it's kind of 50-50. Every now and then you get your Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and then you get your Guilty Gears. Right? Technically, Steins Gate is a video game adaptation, but visual novels are different. I feel they're a little. I don't know. It's its own thing. But yeah, Devil May Cry. I recently went through the entire franchise from 1, 3, 4, and 5. Didn't play 2 because everyone said not to. I really enjoyed my time playing these games. 1 wasn't my favorite, but 5, oh my god, it's like the ultimate experience for this franchise. So I was very interested, like, since I caught up to the games, I was very interested to see how the anime would go, and I really liked it. This is its own fresh take on a story. No, I mean, the games don't really have that much of a story, but it's its own fresh take on the story. They do have a story, but it would be kind of hard to adapt them because it doesn't really have an origin story. This one isn't an origin story either. It's its own thing, and I appreciate that. It's not trying to adapt the games, but it is paying, I feel like, a decent amount of respect to the franchise. The only thing with this one is Lady. I think, yeah, like that's her name, I think. She's completely butchered in the show. I feel like if she was done more like her video game counterpart, she swore less. I don't know. She's a good character, but I also feel like the writers are trying too hard to make her seem cool. Like if they toned her back like 20%, like kept her scenes and all that, but if they toned up back her, like, I mean, usually I don't care about swearing, but if they toned back her swearing by 50% and like made her a little bit more like her game counterpart, instead of like trying, so I don't feel like her game counterpart is a badass too. It just feels like when you don't know how to make a cool character, so you try really hard to make a cool character and just comes off as cringe. That's the sad reality of Lady. She could be cool, but sometimes she comes off as cringe. But she has a great character arc in the show. Still cringe, but I liked what they did with her and the demons. I like how they added to the demon story. The White Rabbit was awesome as a villain. He might be one of the best antagonists of the year. So yeah, this is a really fun show. There are aspects of it that I wish were a little different. But the animation was pretty good. The story was pretty good. This is all around a very, very good video game adaptation. I liked what they did with the franchise here. I think they added to it without taking away. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is getting season 2 next year. I know, right? No, it is a season 2. It's just gonna. I found out that it's gonna be more of a. It takes place in the world of, but we're not gonna be following the characters from Edge Runners. But no, that's getting a season 2 too. How did I forget? One of the best shows of the year that it came out, man. Got me wanting to try the game. Sora, please try the game, dude. If you don't mind, stream them, cause 5 especially. It's one of my favorite games that I've played. I don't play a lot of games, but 5 is up there as one of my favorites. It's like the ultimate experience. But I feel like you only get that experience if you've played 1, 3, and 4, because like it all builds upon each other. 1 is the weakest. 3 is like the second best version. It's the second best game in the franchise, and it builds so much from 1. It's almost like it's so hard to believe that they're the same game. And then 4, it's kind of like a soft introduction to the new mechanics, and 5 is just like balls to the walls. They did it everything. If you don't mind, stream it, man. I would love to see. I'd love to see your thoughts on the game. But if you don't stream it, just tell me what you think about it. It's great. I loved it. If you need if you need access to them, we can Steam Family Share if you want. I do have the whole franchise. Also, speaking of games to play, games to play. You should play Ghost of Tsushima at some point. I know it's on my list, man. If you, I know this is a very tiring phrase, but anytime someone tells me, "Oh, you should watch this anime," I'm like, I know it's on my list. If you tell me to watch an anime, 50% of the time, it's probably on my list. I need to get to it. But my gaming list is even worse. I don't have a lot of games that I do have a lot of games, but it's not as much as my anime. But games take me so long to get through. But Ghost of Tsushima is one of my most anticipated games to start playing. I have it right. I think this was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. Where do I have it? No, that's in here. Oh man, it's still in the shrink wrap. It's coming off a little bit, but yeah, this is a game I got for Christmas a few years back. It was, I just haven't played it. I haven't even opened it. I know I need to play it. Same here, you know that. Oh man. But yeah, I'm very excited to start playing Ghost of Tsushima because it looks so beautiful. I love the aspects of it. Right now I'm replaying Shadow of War. I know all these games that I need to play through. I'm replaying a game, but watching. This is how bad I am, right? I watched Lord of the Rings last year in theaters when they did their theater reruns. I'm like, oh man, I need to get my Lord of the Rings kick. I started playing Shadow of Mordor, and right now I'm like 25% through Shadow of War. It's been over a year. It's just because I don't have that much time to play video games. Don't worry, I will. Yes. I'm interested. I don't think I've seen Sora play a game like Devil May Cry. I'm interested to see how I'll enjoy it. But after I finished playing Shadow of War, I was thinking of replaying the Jedi games and then starting to go through my game catalog just because I love the Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order so much. I really want to replay them. I have them on PS4 so I can play them on the big screen. Oh god. There's so many games. There's too many games to play. I'm gonna die before I finish my collection. It's like I was with Trigun until I started watching. I kept telling Ryan it's on my list. I'll watch it after Cowboy Bebop, and now I've started it. I already like Vash a lot. Similar vibes to Mao Mao. No, yeah, dude. I haven't seen the original Trigun, but I've seen the new one. Oh, dude, I love the new Trigun Stampede, and I do want to watch the original Trigun too. I'm just not sure if Stampede is going to become a reboot of it or if it's going to tell its own story. So I guess I'll wait till season 2 comes out. But yeah, no, Trigun's one of those ones I also want to get into. It's one of those classic ones. And it's a lot like that, right? It's like, oh yeah, I have this on my list, and then when you eventually get to it, you just end up binging it, or you just start loving it immediately. We'll watch Stampede after. Great, dude. I think watching the original Trigun might add to Stampede a little bit, just because you'll be a little bit more familiar with these characters. But yeah, now tell me what you think of Stampede. I will get through Trigun eventually. All right, back to the list. Yep, session over. We've been streaming for not that bad, an hour 20 kind of. Let's see, what is this? All right, just checking my emails on my phone. All right, this is Oji-san. Oji-san Fantasy, not an isekai, but I see some jokes. Like, if you've seen Mashoko Tensei, this is basically Rudeus' dad. From old country bumpkin to master swordsman. This one I didn't have a lot of anticipation going into. I was interested in checking it out. I was like, oh, this could be like a fun fantasy thing. It's just, I don't know. It's just it's like your typical power fantasy or isekai show, but instead of instead of like a teenager rising up every woman he runs into, it's like this 40-year-old rising up every 20-year-old he runs into. It's the same thing. They just made the guy older. They put a gray streak in his hair. It's just the action is pretty decent. It's very cool how they blend 3D into their 2D action sequences. It's barely noticeable, but when you do see it, it's like it's not that you get taken out of the show. It's just like, whoa, 3D is getting really good now. But I don't feel like the show's going through. I don't think it has much to go for. It's just kind of like, oh, it's one of those. I've already seen it. It's just been reskinned. That's how I felt. Ryan loved this show. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, I'm just, this is all my opinion, right? I'm not saying like these shows. I mean, if I put it in, don't even bother. That's one thing. But like here, it's like it's just not for me. But we all know Ryan's taste. He loves like this show is made for him. As well as all these other all these other isekai that I haven't seen. But like, yeah, this show is made for him. I wanted to like it a lot. I've been getting into the Oji-san kind of was it genre of fantasy, the Oji-san genre of fantasy, where it's basically the overpowered character trope, but the character's a little older. I loved what was it? It was actually called Oji-san, I think. Oji-san. Shoot, what was it called? No, I did not mean to click the prints. Where's my? Actually, let me go here. I will find it. I just watched it like half a year ago. Watched. Let me. No, not alphabetical order. By recently updated. Let's see. It's a little further back here, I believe. Sorry for the side tangent. There it is. Oh, the Osan. It's not Oji-san. The Osan newbie adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible. This is a mouthful, but this is fun, man. The main character, you know, it's the typical kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm not that overpowered, and he's like the most strong. Like, he's the strongest character in all fiction, right? But like, I think they do this trope well here. Because he doesn't remain dense for the entire series. He's only dense for like 2 or 3 episodes, and that's when he figures like, oh wait, I am really strong. But he's also still like reasonably afraid of some things. So he's not like this coward, he's not a wimp, but he's also not this idiot either. I think the chemistry between the entire cast is great. He's a fun character. She had a great character arc, and these 4 are just chaos incarnate. It's amazing. I loved this show. And I was kind of hoping that that this kind of had similar vibes to it, like a seasoned swordsman coming back out of retirement. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just meh. I just kind of found it meh. Actually, I'm gonna put it. I wish it was better because I like the premise of like a seasoned swordsman coming out of retirement to train new recruits. I just wish it didn't have the harem element in it. And also, like, I didn't watch far enough for the plot to actually start kicking in. I was 4 episodes in, a quarter of the show in, and I was like, I don't know what this show's about other than, like, young, almost teenagers simping for this 40-year-old man. But I wish I liked it. I do wish I liked it. It's just not my taste. Oddly enough, Ryan didn't like the show you're referring to. No! Eevee and I have similar tastes in anime, and then Ryan and I have the exact opposite taste of anime. Oh, man. I think this is the one he said everyone else likes that he didn't. Okay, it's fair. The other one, the Osan Newbie Adventurer, it kind of goes into what I was saying about Witch Watch, because I think it's more of a comedy. I did find it pretty funny. I guess maybe it's I don't know what he didn't like about it, but maybe like the comedy aspect like wasn't up his avenue. But yeah, to each their own. But I find it so funny. Like Ryan and I, we do not have a lot in common when it comes to anime taste. That's very funny. Um, we'll continue the fan. You know, like I see My Hero Vigilantes right there. Let me move this back. We'll continue the fantasy grind with Witch Watch. Now I know I'm in the unpopular opinion here, or not Witch Watch. Shoot, what was this one called? Witch. There's a lot of witches, aren't there? Oh, Once Upon a Witch's Death. Dang it, I saw it like right there. No. Yeah, Once Upon a Witch's Death. This one I was very excited for. Eevee, Sora, and I, we all watched the trailer. We were like, man. At least Eevee and I were kind of like, man, I can't wait to see this. Like, looks like it could be an emotional ride. Kind of like free run vibes. Then I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. First 3 episodes. I just wasn't into it. I couldn't. I just wasn't getting invested in the character or the story, which it kind of sucked for me. I really wanted to not the show's like it sucked for me that I wanted to like the show and I just like wasn't invested in it. So for here, this is gonna be our second meh. I wish it was better, because I did drop both of these two, but like both of them, I like the premises and I like the ideas. It just wasn't for me, or like there's aspects of them that I wish were better to more what's the word, to more fit the premises. Where I wish this one was more of a drama. It was more, I don't know, because I feel like it is kind of like, it's not like as not bad, but like to say bad as this one, whereas this is a reskinned show that you've seen 100 times before, whereas this one, like, it does have elements of what I'm looking for. Like, it's episodic kind of, going around helping others. It's just, I don't know, I just didn't vibe with it, which I really wanted to vibe with this show. So like I wish it was more focused on the drama aspects of it. I like more of the journey that is life than the 3 episodes that I ended up watching. I liked it. For me, it was a high B tier, which is, it's fair enough. I don't know. It just wasn't something that I ended up enjoying, which I know I'm in the minority, because I do believe a lot of people enjoyed this show. Just wasn't for me. All right, Fire Force season 3, and we're putting it in wanna watch. Yeah, I was gonna start watching this a couple weeks ago, and I googled how many episodes it's gonna be, because I thought it was like maybe it's 24 episodes, and like about half the season's out right now. I googled it, and they're like, oh no, it's a split core. I'm like, oh, and it's the final season. So next season, or season 3 part 2, will be the end of Fire Force. And I was just kind of looking at my computer, and I'm like, I'll wait for season 3 part 2 to come out so I can just finish the show in one go. That's just kind of how I like to enjoy things. So when season 3, I think it comes out in winter 2026. So when that comes out, again, another show coming out in 2026. But when part 2 comes out for this, I'm gonna just rewatch all of Fire Force, because it's been a few years. It's been like 4 or 5 years, I think. Then I just finish out the series. No comment. I haven't finished season 1. All right. I remember this was one of the shows that you had in like your massive pool of shows that you were watching. I do enjoy this series. It's, as a whole, I would probably have it like as a low B tier. Seriously, the F is 2026, right? Everything's coming out. Everyone's like, you know what? Release it all. Release it all before the world ends. But as a show overall, I would probably put it low B tier. It has a lot of great moments, but then also has a lot of moments that like really hold it back. Um, Individually though, I don't know. We'll see where I rank season 3. This is Yaiba. This is one that I dropped. Wit Studio. I'm very sad. I wanted to like this show a lot. I really loved Ranma 1/2. This, much like Ranma 1/2, this is a reboot of like a classic 80s show / manga. Maybe, I don't know if the show came out, but I think the manga came out in like the 80s or 90s. The show came out not too long after that. So this is a reboot, modern remake of the series. Wit, as well as another company, I believe, maybe it is just Wit. They're behind this, and I really loved Ranma. I was like, man, I kind of want more of what Ranma had, and I do plan on reading the Ranma manga later on. But I was like, I'm really excited to see this. And then I watched it, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. This is the 80s. Which is a very 80s or 90s is a very hit or miss period for me in terms of manga, because I did not like what's that other one called with Loom, the blue-haired girl. I didn't like that at all. And then I think there's another show that got a reboot that I didn't like. Ranma 1/2 seems to be the only show from that time period that I really liked. And this one, I was like, oh my god, Studio Wit's doing it. And I watched it. I'm like, oh, okay, this is it everything I don't like about is everything I don't like about anime in terms of characters and stuff. It's just like an annoying little shit of a character, and like, I don't know. It's just, I can't. The antagonist is just, I don't care for. The protagonist, so far, I think I watched like 4 episodes, and he just never really got his lesson. And like, yeah, it's just, no, it's just not for me. This is a dropped. I would put it down. I wish it was better, but I don't think it's just not my time period. Lazarus, not Lazarus. Licorice Recoil. These are a bunch of shorts. This is not a compilation. This is just a bunch of short videos. They're like 4 or 5 minutes long. If you enjoyed Licorice Recoil, the anime, you will enjoy these shorts. It's just a little extension of the story. Some take place, I think they actually all take place after the season, after season 1. I think all of them take place after season 1. They're fun. They're really they're bite-sized. They're cute. You just get to see the characters more and more slice of life settings, which is nice after the ending of season 1. Since season 1, I would probably put as an A or B tier, and then the shorts here I'm going to put as a B tier as well. It's just a nice little like refresher into the series again. Loom? You mean the temporal loom from Loki season 2? No, now that's peak. Now that's peak. Will watch once I see the anime. I expect I will like it. Yeah, no, like League of Recoil, that's a fun show. It's like 12 or 13 episodes long. It has some great action. I love the antagonist, and the final fight between Chisato and that antagonist is so good. And then these shorts, again, adorable, bite-sized. If you like the show, if you like the characters, mostly if you like the characters, these shorts are just like little like tidbits into their lives. But yeah, very enjoyable. I like this a lot. Moonrise, another Studio Witch show. I've heard really good things about it. Yeah, man, I think you'll enjoy it. But Moonrise, I'm just gonna remove meh from here. I wish it was better. I feel like there's a lot of potential in this show. Is this an anime original? Where's the M's? Okay, maybe it's not Maybe it has a different thing. Oh no, it's up here. Original work, yeah. But yeah, Moonrise started good, started real good. I've heard it falls off though. I don't even know if it started good. Okay, the first episode is actually pretty fire. How long is the first episode? Are these like Netflix? Are these Oh yeah, I just dropped it. Hey, Don. Let's see. Oh wait, no, that's season 1. I was like, whoa, that many seasons? Okay, season 2 only has 1 episode still, and it's 20 minutes, right? It's not the movie. Yeah, 20 minutes. Moonrise. Are these episodes? Oh, they're 30 minutes long. Okay. Yeah, you feel those 30 minutes. Damn. Not even 30 minutes. You feel these extra 4 minutes. God damn, you feel them. The first episode starts off very promising. Like the premise is like, okay, whoa. That's interesting. Okay, let's let it cook. Slight spoilers. I'm not gonna do much spoiling because the show doesn't really care that much. But basically, episode 1 ends with this crazy big explosion. It's like this terrorist attack, and the main character is framed for it. And I don't remember if this is episode 2 or if this is still episode 1. But basically, the main character gets framed for it, and you're like, whoa, how is he going to get out of this? How is he going to get out of this one? And then it just time skips. It's like 1 year later, and like the main character is the leader, or like he's part of like this task force that's going to go take out. No, he's not the leader, but he is a part of a task force that's going to take out the criminal terrorist group that framed him. That he was thrown under the bus for this whole incident, and now he's like part of the task force to take them out. But you just skip all of the development. You like, how is he gonna get out of this? Don't worry about it. Like that's kind of something that that's one of the hooks I was interested in here. That was episode 2 because I don't remember that part. Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're gonna end up continue watching. That's as far as the spoilers as it's gonna get. But like they resolve it like that. And then after that, I'm not gonna spoil anything other than some like premise stuff. The characters, the team he's part of are a team. The biggest problem of skipping the development of like how did he get out of that situation is that like in that 1 year, apparently he became teammates with these other guys. And like these other guys, they all have like their like, you know, like it's like the friend routine, you know, and it's like how like what is this? And I think a few of them are like his friends from episode 1, but like it's a big cast, and it's like what is the dynamic here? Why do I care about these characters? And I think they're gonna I think they're doing flashbacks to like flesh it all out, but I don't know. I don't think the story worked that. I don't think it works that way because you're supposed to care about their dynamics now, and it just kind of feels like I'm just watching things occur. Based on that, probably not. I don't know. Try and watch the next 2 episodes. If you're into it, you're into it. The action is pretty cool. I mean, it is they're using that ODM gear kind of thing, but it's not ODM gear. It's gravity, which is kind of cool. So the action set pieces are pretty cool. It's not their best work, especially from the 2 episodes I've seen, or the 3 episodes I've seen. It's nowhere near their best work, but it is an interesting concept in terms of action. But God, this show, I don't know, Eevee, let me know. If you do continue watching, let me know. I feel like this show is just as boring as Lazarus. It has potential. It has more potential than Lazarus. In terms of its world building, because it is a very interesting world that they're trying to build here. But I feel like the pacing and the way that the plot goes is like equal to Lazarus, but Lazarus has better fight scenes. But this one, I wish it was better because it's an original works. I don't know, both of them are original works. I don't know, but I think I was more disappointed in Lazarus. That's why I have it like further down. But man, I wish Moonrise was better. This is why I say Wit might have fallen off. Because I feel like most of their shows after Vivi after they lost Attack on Titan and after they finished Vivi, I feel like most of the shows I've seen from them have been really hit or miss, and most of them are misses. Sora's #1, baby. I don't know how, but he's #1. All right, Sora is the #1 JoshtheTourist prod fan. What do I say, guys? What do I say? That's just what YouTube says. Wait, Sora, do you like Moonrise? Let me know. Let me know. Give me an essay. Let's see. They do Spy Family, which is kind of hit or miss. I know people love it, but for me, it's okay. I forgot they do Ranking of Kings. Okay, Ranking of Kings is really good. Ranking of Kings is like the only thing that keeps Wit very relevant to me right now. Vivi was 2021. I mean, I say that they've fallen off, but like I'm surprised. I thought Vivi was older. I thought Ranking of Kings was older too. But yeah, they're doing the One Piece anime, which I hope kind of rejuvenates them. I know like people like these shows. Like I'm kind of trashing on these shows. I know like some people like them. Not everyone, but I know some people do enjoy them. But yeah, most of them just not for me. And I do have a lot of. I talk a lot. What? Eevee, add another one to 2026. Add another one to 2026. Wit is doing Ascendance of a Bookworm season 4? Huh? Hey, who's doing season 1? Season 2 is Aijodo. Did he do season 1 too? That's crazy. This one's also... add another one to 2026. Okay. Oh, no. Sora is saying he's #1. He's the #1 fan. All right. But yeah, no, Wit, I don't know. They're kind of hit or miss right now. I feel like they used to be super quality, and they still are in terms of animation, but their stories are just not it. They also did My Dear Friend Nakajatan, and that's its own thing. They're doing season 4 of Bookworm. They didn't do seasons 1 and 2 or 3. Apparently there's 3 seasons. I thought there was only 2, but they didn't do the first 3 seasons, but they're doing season 4. 2026, that's when it's slated. All right. So now we have Demon Hunter something, which before I check what the title is, because that will spoil my thoughts on the show, which Eevee already knows probably. I'm gonna put this in. Do I want to put it in I Wish It Was Better or Dropped? I don't know. I'm gonna put it in I Wish It Was Better. Maybe I should change I Wish It Was Better to I Wish I Vibed With It More. Let's see. Demon. No, what's the show called? I've heard the source material for Bookworm is extremely strong too. Me too. I've heard it's really good. Like I've heard the light novels are great. I want to get into them. I'm probably gonna get them for my sister's Christmas or birthday present, because she likes the franchise too. Let's see, where is it? I thought it was Demon Hunter. Oh, Sword of the Demon. Bookworm season 1 was really good from what I've seen. Yeah, I think I've only seen season 1 in the OVA, and I love it. It's just really wholesome. This show is highly rated-ish. It's decently rated, 3.7. That's pretty good. I know a lot of people enjoy this show. This was one of Eevee and my most anticipated shows when we did the trailer breakdown or trailer reactions for the season. And season 1 was... or episode 1 was like an hour long, and I just couldn't get into it. There was just something about the show that seemed very low budget to me. I personally like this one a lot. No, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I just like I wasn't vibing with it. Are you caught up with it? How far into it are you, Eevee? I do have some questions about the show. I don't mind spoilers. It's just like season 1. I finished the first episode and I just kind of looked at it and I was like, Yeah, I'm kind of done. Like that's all I needed to watch for me personally. I don't really have any critiques on it. Okay, I'll just put it in dropped then. If I don't have critiques on it, I'll put it on dropped. Um, I don't know. I don't have like it's not like I like have like critiques or like, oh, I wish I did this or anything like that. I don't think I watched enough to have those. But um, no, I didn't really um, I didn't get invested after an hour, and I wanted to watch more because it was one of the shows that Evie and I were most excited for. I'm like, I do want to watch more, and as time went on, because I think when I watched episode one, at least the first 5 episodes were already out, and as time went on, I was just found myself like putting it back and like further and further back, and I got to the point where like, no, I actually I don't want to watch more. I don't care to. But yeah, that's again, it's my thoughts. Which I'm sad I didn't like this one because I know this was one of my most anticipated from the premise. I'm not caught up 2 episodes in like most. Oh, okay, you're only 2 episodes in. Okay. Isekai month kind of derailed last season hard, so I'm just not. I'm just now getting to watch a lot of my seasonals. Okay, okay. Yeah, I I know I realized that like this season you've been like really far behind. Uh, please tell me if you watch the Shuinji Family Children. Please let me know if you watch that. But yeah, this one especially, I was very hesitant to go into because the studio uh, is known for not great things. One of these shows, I forgot. Why do I have to? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check this one. So, I don't know. This season, or this studio, I don't really have a lot of good faith in, and I was interested to. I was interested if, my throat is killing me. I was interested if like the quality of the animation dropped because I think season one had or episode one had solid animation, nothing mind blowing, just like solid animation, and I was kind of curious like if the if the quality dropped any further, but I wasn't curious enough to continue watching. Also, High Dive High Dive dubbed it unfortunately. Oh yeah, it's a High Dive show. Mm. Right, that's why it's so low but not low budget, but that's why it felt low budget. High Dive's bitrate is god awful. So like a lot of the shows that they have just don't seem like they're playing at 1080p. They just seem I don't know, a lot of the High Dive shows just like come out at a lesser quality than they should. That's why I got those vibes. Yeah, I forgot this is a High Dive show. And now that it's done by High Dive 2. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's so sad. Maybe I should check out some of the dub clips for this. But yeah, this one just a dropped. I don't have anything that I would say, oh, change this, or I wish they did this. It's just a dropped for me. A Haden-san, season 2. I'm gonna put it in. I wish it was better. I really liked A Haden-san season 1. That came out a couple years ago, I think. And then watching season 2, I was like, man, what did I like so much about a season 1? How did I finish season 1? So that's not a good sign when a show makes me rethink my opinions on a previous show or a previous season. It's more of the same. Cutesy things, cutesy stuff. Except this time they have like the official boyfriend girlfriend tag on them. They're officially a couple now. I don't know. I wasn't super engaged in this one. I was kind of bored with the first 3 episodes, and I was like, man, I remember season 1 having very similar vibes to this. So it's either my taste have changed or I was not paying attention, which is weird because I watched season 1 subbed, so I know I was paying attention. But yeah, I wish this one was better. I guess the comedy just isn't hitting me anymore. I don't know what I would do to make it better, but I wish I was more invested in it because I do remember liking season 1 more. But this season felt like a drop off, or maybe it's just season 1 isn't as good as I thought it was, or as I remember it was. So, all right, now we're talking about some good stuff. Rock is a lady's modesty. This one, I'm putting in a fine addition to my collection. Which, yes, it is a Star Wars quote, but like also here, this is shows I wouldn't mind, or shows that I would love to have either, or shows I would love to have a physical version of to put in my DVD collection, which is very good, or very big. Not as big as my book collection, but yeah, that's what this is. This is the A tier. This is something like I would buy this. 100% I would buy it. Which, yeah, I would buy the Shunji Family Children. Sorry. Let me see. Is this original or is this manga? I think it's a manga. Based on a manga. Okay. The only good high dive dub was an accident because Girls Last Tour is so monotone in its tone that the lack of emotion from the VAs is a positive. Heard this was good. The more the better. The more the better in a fine addition to my collection. For the tier list, yes. For my wallet, no. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I wasn't sure how I would like it, but I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, another band anime, which I've been very band rotted lately. Boki the Rock and Girls Band Cry. Girls Band Cry, it's one of my goats. Boki the Rock, one of my goats. So this one, I saw the trailer. I'm like, okay, another band anime. Sign me up. Shit, that's all you had to say, right? I watched it. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of invested. The characters are fun. The music is really it's like right up my alley because this music, it's instrumental music that they're playing. They don't have a singer, which I love instrumental music. And they go hard. Garbage take? Nah, sorry, you're the one with the garbage take. Just because you can't get past the CG animation of Girls Band Cry, just because you can't get past that animation doesn't mean the show is bad, alright? But yeah, so like basically the premise of this is the main character, the blonde haired girl with the pigtails here. Her mom married into a very rich family, and very recently, like within a couple months, or maybe within a year of the show taking place. So now she has to like conform to like rich people, or to like the rich person society. So she has to be a proper lady. Her dad was a rock guy, kind of a hipster. We don't really know much about him. Her original dad, he taught her the guitar, so the guitar is the only thing she really has of her dad left. We don't know what happened to him. And the mom's like, no, you cannot use the guitar. I never want to see you use a guitar again. You are going to be a lady now. So like she's like, the guitar is forbidden, and now she's scared because she doesn't want to get her mom kicked out of the rich house. I don't even think her mom likes the new dad. She just wants to be rich. I don't know. I don't like the mom. So basically, she's trying so hard to conform to this new like society of traditionalism for ladies. And then this purple-haired girl was like, nah, come over here, we can have both. And she just rocks the drums, and they get so foul-mouthed with each other. Earlier, I was saying ladies too cringe for swearing too much. These two, they do it right. They kind of get like this drummer high. So after their performance, they just swear each other out. It's the best friends right here. I love the chemistry between them. I love the dynamic. The two other girls they add, they're okay, but these two, they're the main stars. And my only complaint with the show, I wish it was CG, because their performances, a lot of their performances are in CG, and like you can tell, not because it's bad, because it's so much more animated. Their facial expressions, the way they play their instruments, they go so hard with the CG animation for it. and like the rest of the show is in 2D animation, and it's all right. Like it's standard, you know, it's nothing special. But I think Girls Band Cry really like Girls Band Cry and Trigun Stampede. They really like opened my eyes to like we're getting to a point now where CG animation is no longer a backtrack. It can really enhance a story. Cause if the creators know their limits with CG animation, they can really push it forward with the pros, which is more expression, especially with the instruments. So this one was one that I was interested in, and I ended up really liking it. So this is the top of A as of right now. And if it potentially if it was all CG, if every movement carried the same weight as if every expression they had carried the same weight as when they're performing, it could be in my goats. But this is a very solid story. I really enjoyed this. All right, so speaking of my goats, slight spoilers. Okay, it's only okay. I'm just gonna let's be real. I'm gonna love this. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I love My Hero Academia. Ghost Stories dub. We don't talk about ghost stories, neither dub nor stub. Think of a big black man chasing you. Well, at least he's not racist. I love my bunny. Touch me. He's so gentle. Touch me harder. Something like that. I love My Hero Academia as a franchise, so I went in with this with a huge bias. I haven't seen season 7 of My Hero Academia, not because I think it fell off, like everyone else seems to be jumping on that bandwagon of. I don't know what they're talking about. It's like, I honestly don't know what they're talking about. My Hero Academia has like been consistent since day one. If you enjoy the earlier seasons, you're going to enjoy the later seasons too. Just, I don't know. It got popular to hate, so people just started hating on it. Iconic. Ghost Stories, man. Beautiful. But Vigilantes was a show, as like, you know, it's a spin-off of My Hero Academia. It's a prequel. And if you're interested in checking it out, I don't think it spoils anything for My Hero so far. Season 1's very self-contained. In fact, I think it's only going to elevate some aspects of My Hero Academia, because you get to see some characters that are more like not even side, just kind of like world-filling characters. Because like the whole hero system, right? You get to see heroes, like professional heroes in My Hero Academia, where it's like, oh, cool, that guy looks really cool. You get to actually see them in this show be characters. They're not just the number 3 hero, the number 4 hero, the number 5 hero. They're actually characters that they get more screen time. So like when you see those characters in My Hero Academia, you're gonna go like, oh my god, I remember him from Vigilantes, and like he's like this, and this is his personality, which is everything you want in a prequel. And then not only that, the characters in this are so fun. The chemistry between the 3 main characters is just perfect. I love it. I love this show so much. I waited every week. This is one of the shows where I watched week to week, just because one, I couldn't wait. 2, my sister was also watching it week to week, so she kind of like, hey, watch it. But this is a rare show that I actually did end up watching week to week, and I was always anticipating the next episode. This is one of my goats. This is one of my goats of the season. My Hero Academia has been really strong. Vigilantes has been really strong from what I've seen. It's probably my top 5 of this season. Top 3 maybe. Which honestly, depending on how much we have left, I think it's going to be in my top 3 too. Oh shoot, maybe top 5. But yeah, this show, I already knew I was going to love it just because of how much I love My Hero. And I ended up just being blown away. I think it's better than some aspects of My Hero. The animation is a lot more consistent, I believe. It's a different style. It's like the character designs are similar, but I think the animation style is different, and I really love it. Yeah, this one was great. I have it as number 4. I think I might have it as number 4 too. Maybe 5. All right, we're just going to talk about these 2 really fast. These 3 actually. Just because I need a speed round. And what am I talking about? I'm not going to speed round this. So for Zatsutabi. Yeah, I mean, I already spoiled it here. This is technically a dropped, but I'm gonna put it in. I wish it was better, for me personally. Oh shoot, I forgot about Kowloon. Before I talk about this, going back to Eevee's, it really depends on how Kowloon and Apocalypse Hotel end up. Obviously, Apothecary Diaries is my favorite. Which, yeah, Kowloon, for me, we'll get into this a little bit later. I'm a couple episodes behind on that because I'm watching the dub, and Apocalypse Hotel, Eevee's a couple episodes behind on that. Or not, quite a few episodes behind on that because of Isekai Month. But, yeah, the goats of this season are very strong. And even the A tier is really strong, too. Why is this show an A tier? I mean, I put it there. I didn't even ask anyone's opinion. I put this show here. I do not apologize for that, but why? Why is it here? Technically, I guess, I'll leave this here because I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, Zetsutabi, that's Journey. I really wanted to like this show, just because of the premise. Just like a writer or a mangaka who has writer's block travels the country in order to not have writer's block anymore. I really wanted to like this premise, but for some reason I just couldn't vibe to it. I don't know. This is like supposed to be a show that you vibe to, and like this one, like I felt the episode length tick by, and it's only 24 minutes. It's standard episode length, and I just felt it tick by. I felt every second tick by, and I wasn't getting invested. I wasn't getting lost in the slice of life or journeying aspects of this show, which sucks, man. Because I really wanted to like it. I'll probably try and give it another shot. I watched 4 episodes. I gave this thing a quarter of a season's length. That sucks. This is one of the ones I really wanted to enjoy. And I know Ryan likes this one a lot. I really wanted to like this one too. I don't know how I would make it better for me personally, other than just like I want to vibe to it more. Rigged Crunchyroll all over again. What's rigged? Do you like this one? What do you like, Sora? Or what's rigged? Let me know. What is rigged? And then same thing with Gundam Welix. I love The Witch of Mercury. Does Sora actually adore this show? I've never heard Sora speak about this show. I like quite a bit. That's alright. Yeah, like again, it's all a taste thing. I have other shows in this season that I'm gonna rank higher that are kind of similar to Zetsutabi. Oh no! Oh, Ryan adores this one. Okay. No, yeah, I know he loves it. I feel so bad putting it basically in C tier. But it's just something I couldn't vibe with. I wanted to vibe with it, but I couldn't get lost in it. And unlike some other of these shows. And the same thing is with Gundam X here, which I love. The Witch of Mercury. I was hoping this would be more like that, or more of that, not more like that, just more Gundam for new fans. And this one, I couldn't get into the world that they were building. Which Witch of Mercury, I love that world that they had, and this one is technically an alternate timeline of the original Gundam series, I think. I just felt like I was missing something. I love the character designs. The character design for this show is unmatched. Oh, they don't have do they have more pictures? No. Like, I love the character designs for this show. I love the opening, I love the ending song. But I feel like they just didn't commit to this one as much as they committed to Witch from Mercury, because the mechs are in CG, and I know I was just singing the praise of CG animation, but I don't know. I don't think mechas are there yet. Trigun Stampede proves that action is there. Like, you can have a great action show. You can have a great action show with CG animation, and Trigun Stampede proves that. And then Girls Band Cry proves that you can have a great slice of life show. But I don't think mecha is quite there yet, because I do feel like a lot of the action in this is very clunky. It is not as clean as Witch from Mercury, which is, for the most part, I think it's a little bit of both, but it is. If it is CG, it's way better. Me personally, I like the first episode a lot. I did like the first episode too. How many did I give this? 3? Yeah, I liked the first episode a lot too. I thought it was a very good introduction to the two new characters, like to your two characters here. But like the second episode, I kind of felt lost in, and then the third episode, I just was not invested in. But if you continue watching this, let me know what you think about Eevee. This one is a really big disappointment, because I want to get more into Gundam, and this one it's not for me, which is sad, because I love the character designs here, and I love the Witch from Mercury. I was super invested in the romance aspects of Witch from Mercury, the action, the world building, everything about Witch from Mercury I was like super invested in. And this one I'm only invested in the character designs, which, man. All right, yeah, let me know, Eevee. Let me know what you think about it, because I did want to like it, and maybe I'll go back and give it a second shot. But as of right now, it's going to stay in the dropped list. And then the final one, I think this is the final one. That's going to be in I Wish It Was Better. I also want to get into Gundam as well. Yeah, dude, definitely when you're finished Gundam G-Quax, I think actually it is supposed to be G-Quax. When you finish Gundam G-Quax, definitely check out Witch from Mercury. I think that's a perfect entryway for Gundam, and then from there, you and I will be caught up. But on my list, I have Iron Blooded Orphans 2, which I want to watch. I've heard great things about that, and then I need to start looking at watching guides. But it's a franchise I'm really interested in. Excuse me. Sorry. So the last one we have in I Wish It Was Better is Mono. Mono. This is a slice of life show, which is about a girl and her photography club. And I wanted to adore this show. I like photography. I'm not good at it, but I do like it. And it seems like a show that's right up my alley, except for the part where they pull a time skip. I wanted to see the main character develop her love of photography. And the first 3 minutes of the episode, is classic slice of life, right? You think you're gonna get what you normally get, where it's like it's her first year, it's her first day of high school. All the clubs are trying to sign her, and the photography club catches her eye for some reason. It's because the girl that leads it is hot, but that's the first 3 minutes. And you're like, okay, this could be interesting, right? Like, she got into the club for the wrong reasons, but we can see her develop her love of photography 1 year later. And I'm like, dang it. So she's already interested in, she's already knows all the know-hows of photography. It was all off-screened. And now that her senpai graduates, she's like, oh, there's no point in taking pictures because I only wanted to take pictures of my senpai. So technically, the journey's still there in terms of like we get to see her enjoy taking pictures of stuff that isn't a singular girl. But I feel like we're missing so much of her getting into photography. It's one of the best things about these kind of niche animes where you get to see like, oh, this is what this button does and this is what this button does, right? This is how you do this is how you do that. I feel like that's such an integral part missing. And then also, again, you just feel the episodes tick by. You feel that timer. Not in a good way for me. Dang it, 1 year later is always a bad sign unless you're multiple seasons into a show. I feel like if this show wanted to do the 1 year later, I feel like it could have been the first 6 episodes is... Even the first 3 episodes would be, like, could have been her tutorial of, like, what photography is, her liking it, or her getting into it with the senpai. At least the first 3 episodes. It would have been great if the first 6, if you didn't want to do a whole seasons of it. And then after... like episode 6, let's say we do the 1 year later, senpai's gone, so now she has to learn photography outside of that. But the fact that it's 1 year later, basically right after the opening of the show, it's like, dang, I feel like I missed so much. But again, with this, it is something I wish was better, but it's not in don't bother tier. It's just it's basically in C tier for me. So I'm not telling you not to watch it. If you do want to check it out, check it out. Maybe it is for you. Maybe you'll end up enjoying it. Maybe you'll end up vibing with the characters. I did like... I don't know, it's weird, because I do like the dynamic between these characters. But I don't feel like I'm invested enough to continue watching. Did I give it 3 episodes? Yeah, I gave it 3 episodes. And yeah, so after I finished, so I watched this one. This is very recent for me. I finished this one, like Can a Boy Girl Friendship Survive? I finished this one like pretty early on. It was one of those I was watching weekly, and it ended up being a cautionary tale for me. Whereas like if I'm not vibing with a show, I'm just gonna drop it. So this one, it is one I might come back to later when I have more time. If Eevee gives it a glowing review, I'll definitely come back to it. But as of right now, I just wish it was better. I wish I was able to vibe with it more. So it's an if it's your genre show. Yeah, basically. I mean, I feel like all these shows with this kind of premise, it is going to be like kind of like if it's in your drama, like or your genre. Like I wouldn't recommend this show to Sora because I don't think slice of life is in his genre. This is more like a very comfy... This is a comfort show, right? You watch it to see these girls just go around taking pictures of things. They also travel a little bit so they can take pictures of things that aren't in their hometown. So it's a comfort show. It's something that, like, if you know someone enjoys slice of life, and if they like photography, it's probably a bonus for them. It is something like, all right, yeah, I can recommend this to you because I know it's a safe recommendation to give you. It's nothing standout in its own genre. Other than this show is super pretty. I almost forgot to talk about that. It is a very pretty show. Wow, and this studio is brand new. This studio, while I may not have vibed with the show, I think the studio is doing a good job adapting it, because it's a very pretty show. It's very easy on the eyes. I love the animation style for this show. Ninja and Assassin Under One Roof is an A tier for me. That's cool. That's nice. It's one show that I do want to watch. And the only reason why I asked you and you and Sora to rank these two for me is because I know like both of us have very similar opinions of these shows because of season 1. If this was season 2, like let's say like I watched season 1 of this and this was season 2, I would ask you to do the same for me. like, hey, rank this for me, because I know like we like this show. But since this is only season 1, I'll eventually get around to it. But yeah, I do want to get into this one too. I feel like this is going to be also a genre show. Like if it's in your genre, you'll probably enjoy it. But Mono, I was disappointed in it because I wanted to see that journey, and I didn't get that journey. But I think even now that you know that it's not going to be about the journey of learning what photography is, it still technically is the journey of learning to love photography, because now she's learning to love taking pictures of things that aren't her senpai. But it's not the journey I was hoping for. So maybe if I do give this a second chance, I'll know more about it. It's like my expectations are in check and all that. Maybe I'll like it more. And maybe now that you know what the problem, or not the problem, maybe now that you know to kind of keep your expectations in check, maybe you'll like this more than I did. But that's my thoughts on Mono. I don't talk about it much, but I like it. I've heard you talk about it a couple times. And it looks like an enjoyable show. It looks like a fun slice of life show for the season. I'll give it a try. I haven't even attempted it yet. Oh man, it's because you have so many other shows to get through, man. Isekai months really derailed your seasonal charts. This month of July is basically just going to be you catching up on spring seasonals before you even touch the summer seasonals. Okay, now we're into some really, really good shows, which I think I'm going to change a tier list name for this one. But Anne Shirley is... I want to change this tier list name to A Good Time. I don't know. Maybe if I come up with a better quote later. I'm not really good at coming up with this stuff on the spot. But I really am enjoying Anne Shirley. I should have done Isekai month in October. Yeah, the fall season this year is not looking great. It doesn't look like I'll be watching much in October. So you can save all of these shows for October. Oh man. But I do remember in the season trailer reaction videos I was watching with Sora, or Eevee and I were watching with Sora. I remember Anne Shirley didn't have a trailer, so it only had a premise, which we read, and then Eevee and I were interested in it because it had the premise and the tags. And we're like, yeah, we'll give this an episode. I started watching it, and this is a very nice comfort show. I've heard it's really solid. It is very solid. It's Canadian, which I thought it was took place in American Pilgrim Times. I know this takes place in Canadian Pilgrim Times. Basically just orphan girl, very eccentric orphan girl. A mystery? No, it's not a mystery. It's very eccentric orphan girl gets adopted into family and shenanigans. And it has a little bit of drama. It doesn't have mystery in it. It's got a little bit of drama. It's very comfort. It's like very much of a comfort show. It is a remake of an older show, and that older show is an adaptation of a Canadian book. And this is a remake I really like. I think if I were to attempt to get my parents into a show or into anime, this is going to be one that I would try and get them into, because I know that they watched an anime back when they were very young. It wasn't the original Anne Shirley, it was a different Pilgrim anime, which I forgot the name of. But yeah, this show is adorable. Anne as a character is extremely sweet to watch on screen. She just has like this fascination with life, and it just really draws you in. But it's also like not easy for her either, because she's so eccentric, because she has such a huge imagination. It's very hard for her to get along with other people. Like, she wants to get along with a lot of people, but like people just don't seem to understand her that well. So like watching her connect with people, it's a very sweet show, and she's a very sweet character, and I love her adopted family. it's so wholesome. And then like later on, as the show progresses, this is something that I really like. As the show progresses, like the characters get older. You can see in this cover art right here. It's like Anne does get older bit by bit as the episodes progress, and like you don't notice it. I didn't notice it until like they're like I think in episode 10 or something, they said like, oh, Anne, it's been like 3 or 5. It's been like 3 years since you came to live with us. I'm like, it's been 3 years, but like when you look back, like she's grown, and it's just it's such a nice, heartwarming experience with this anime. I think I've heard of the book. Yeah, it's Green Gables, I think is the name of the author, is it? Or is that the name of the book? In fact, I think it's been read to me when I was a kid. Like when I was learning to read, I think it was kind of those books when I was like 4 or whenever. Yeah, no, yeah, this is a kid's book, I believe. I think it's supposed to be like an easy book to read through. I'm not sure. I'm not certain. But I think a lot of Canadian schools, I think they have this book to be read as like for literature. I'm not sure. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I love this show. This is very like heartwarming show. I have an episode that I need to watch. I'm watching the dub of it. But this is a good time. And yeah, it's good. The most recent episode, that one hit, or episode 10. That's what I'm on. Episode 10 really hits, man. I don't. Do I put it in an A? I feel like. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in an A. I'm really enjoying this show. I'm gonna put it in an A. This is definitely recency bias, but this is a really good show. Okay. Speaking of, I'm gonna put Ballpark at the top of B. So Anne Shirley made it into A. Ballpark is another show that I love. I think the only thing holding it back is animation, a little bit, just because it's pretty stiff, but the story and the characters, it's kind of anthology-esque. It's a good time. This show also got me emotional at some certain points. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I don't have a lot to say about it. It is just baseball, the anime. Not really baseball, the anime. It's Baseball Watchers, the anime, with a little bit of baseball sprinkled into it. It's a good time. You hardly notice the time passing by. Not a lot of baseball actually happens in it, but you kind of get to have like that experience of what it's like to watch a baseball game in the crowds and the stands. From what you told me, it made me want to watch it. Yeah, this is one of the shows that I was very surprised with. I wasn't planning on watching it, but I decided to, like, you know what? I have time. I'll check out an episode. I got invested. This show is really fun. This show is the definition of a good time. I don't even like baseball, and I liked the show, and it does have some really good character moments and some really good emotional beats as like you get more invested in these anthologies. Oh man, yeah, I look back on this show with a smile. I would love I would love to see more of this. And then we have Kowloon. Kowloon, man. I am 2 episodes behind, I think, because of the dub. I'm 2 episodes behind. Is the dub for the final episode out yet? Let's see. Or is is it not even out, the final? Oh man, episode 12 isn't out yet either. Dang. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind on this show, but this is Eevee's about halfway through, so okay, I'll be very careful in terms of spoilers. Eevee got hit with an ad, so I'll wait a little bit for that. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be very careful with spoilers here. This is a mystery show, so a lot of its intrigue lies within its mystery. Now I haven't finished it, and that's a big thing. Uh, Not having finished a show, not having finished a mystery show, and doing this tier list, that is a big one. It is really good. I'm really liking the show a lot. In terms of this tier list, quality wise, it is an A tier. I just don't know if I'm gonna. I hate that this show's here because I feel like it's so disrespectful to anything else that's in this tier list. Like that's anything that's below it. I feel like it's so disrespectful. But I think this is recency bias, but I am enjoying the show a lot. But Kowloon, the mystery is great. Sometimes the episodes do drag a little bit. But I think Eevee says I think Eevee said something to me like each episode's adapting a whole volume of the manga, which is crazy because like sometimes the episodes do feel a little long, and they do feel kind of dense sometimes too. So if they feel like that, I wonder like how the manga is paced. This is a very strong A tier. Honestly, all of these are super strong A tier. There's no like, oh, this is a bottom A tier. These are all super strong A's. Actually, I'm gonna move N Shirley down to B. I feel like there is a difference between the quality of these. Like, I hate this. I hate that I'm being so honest here. Why can't I lie? Why can't I lie? Which makes me question what the hell the manga's paced. Like, I am interested to read the manga's pacing, just because, like, sometimes I do feel like an episode is very condensed down. So I'm interested to see, like, if in the manga, like, the pacing would be slower, yes. But, do character beats carry, like, because we're spending more time with these characters, do some of their beats hit harder? For once he's cooking a whole meal. Shut up, Sora. No, you know what? It's in my goats. It's top of goats. I'm sorry, guys. I can't lie anymore. I was lying here. This is a goat. Depending on how this ends, maybe. But I feel like I'm just nitpicking at this point with Kowloon. But like that's the problem when you start getting into like these higher tiers. Like it's easy to put like Anne Shirley and Ballpark I enjoyed fairly similarly. Devil May Cry, I had a fun time, so I don't mind like having it back at the bottom of B or at the top of B. Like I'm not really I'm not really like going like, oh man, let me fight here. This one doesn't really matter. I just have opinions, and then this one, like everything at the bottom doesn't matter. But like when you get to here, it's like, oh man, how do I rate this amongst everything else? So man, we're gonna have a fun time talking about the Shuenji family when I catch up to it. But Kowloon, for now, as of episode 11, I'm gonna put it here. And then when I see how the ending comes, I'll probably shoot it up a little bit. But I did enjoy this one a ton, and I am liking. I mean, I'm enjoying Shuenji. This is recency bias for sure. I haven't had time to settle with my thoughts on it. But Kowloon, I think it can spike with how it ends. Depending on how it ends, I think it can spike. But that's the problem with mystery shows. It's not like I can vibe it out. Like with the Shuenji family, I'm halfway through, but I can vibe out how the rest of the stories is gonna go. If it continues the way it's going, I can go like, yeah, I enjoyed. I can like safely say like, this is probably where it's gonna be. Same with this one. If I hadn't finished Rock is a Lady, a Lady's Majesty, I could vibe out this show. But with this one, the ending its placement highly depends on how its ending sticks, which I think it's gonna land. But I can't vibe it out, just because like that's just not the kind of show it is. All right, we have 3 more, guys. Let's just get this over with. I'm probably gonna have to be Hero X above Apothecary Diaries, and that is 100% bias. I love superheroes so much, and To Be Hero X, it is a disservice to say that it's like The Boys, because like I think The Boys kind of made a staple of corporate superheroes, right? Because this has a ranking system. A lot of superheroes in it are corporate. It's not like My Hero Academia, where My Hero Academia has a brighter tone. This one is a little bit more gritty, a little bit more realistic. This one's more realistic, quote unquote, not really. It's a little more gritty, a little more serious than My Hero's optimism. But, oh my god, it's not just pessimism. The Boys is very pessimistic, which I enjoyed the first season of The Boys, but I have no interest in checking out further seasons. But this one is an anthology, so every three or four episodes, we change who we're following. We're building out the cast, we're building out the world, not by having one character go through not through one character, but through like multiple characters. So we get to see so many different sides of this world and how the system, like how the hero system affects them. And what I like about it is that of the three arcs I've seen, I like that like the system has affected all three characters in very different ways. Two characters are very similar to each other, which I'm planning on, or I'm hoping to make a video on them to kind of like go like why their similarities matter so much. But the way the show handles these characters, its world, it's so interesting. And I love Sora Says Garbage, because like half of the show is CG and half of the show is 2D, and there's a reason for that. But I love the CG animation for the first two arcs. Arc 3 does not have any CG animation, it's all 2D, which is still really good. But the first two arcs, they switch between styles, and it's amazing. Also, the score is fantastic for this show. It's Hideyuki Sawano doing what he does best with some hype beat drops. But this is one of my goats of the season, and it's probably the show I'm enjoying the most. Potentially, if I watched Apothecary Diaries, I might have it higher. We'll see when I do catch up. But for right now, I think this is my favorite show of the season. And for me, it's a good contender of the year. And then we have Food for the Soul, which is kind of Zatsubi. Like, well, no, Zatsubi's more traveling. This is more foodie. This is, again, strong A tier. I enjoyed this show a lot. This is kind of moe. So we have these 5 girls. They start a food club, but they're not. The intention to start it wasn't all that it was made up to be. But like, no, it's just a fun time, enjoying a chill time with the girlies, and they eat food. That's really it. This is just a show that you vibe with. And like I said, like right here, like there's a few shows in here that the vibe was necessary. Like these 3 shows, if you don't vibe with them, like if you're not feeling those vibes, you're probably not going to get into it. I really felt the vibes with Food for the Soul. Realistically, it's probably a B tier, but I think back on this show very fondly. My viral TikToks are nearing 40k views and 50k views respectively. Hey, you know what? If you haven't already, go check out Eevee's TikTok, guys. It is it is a Glitched Eevee, right? Glitched Eevee over on TikTok. He's been trying to grow out his audience. He makes some anime edits. Some are serious and some are comedy. Some are edits. Some are memes. How do you say the serious one? He makes some memes and he makes some like heavy hitter edits. So like if you want to check that out, go check out Eevee's TikTok. And then if you want to check out Shy Wolf BT, no relation to Sora whatsoever, wink, check out his YouTube channel. That one is linked in the description below. But yeah, Food for Soul, very soulful. And then finally, Apocalypse Hotel. I didn't mean for it to be the final one that we talked. Oh shoot, no, where to go? Oh no, where is it? Oh no, what happened? Can I control Z? Wait. No, I can't control Z. Where did it go? Okay, no, there it is. I see it. I didn't mean for Apocalypse Hotel to be the final one that I talked about today, but this is another one of my goats. This, again, if I watch Apothecary Diaries, it's probably over Apocalypse Hotel, but since I haven't seen it, I'll put it here. Oh man, this was one I was not expecting to like at all. I remember watching the trailer for this. Oh, okay. So yeah, check out our Discord, and you can find Eevee's TikTok in our Discord, and I'll link it in the next stream. I'll have it linked. But yeah, Apocalypse Hotel is one that I remember watching the trailer for it and just going like, man, that does not look interesting at all. Well, I mean, a little bit interesting, but I just thought like this isn't gonna be my thing. And then my sister started watching it, and she said I should watch it. I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, it's really good. So I checked it out, and I was immersed immediately. And Eevee had the same experience. And it's in his top 3. Apparently, it's in my top 3 too. I didn't mean for it to come out this way, but honestly, yeah. I think Kowloon will end up probably hitting my top 3 as well, or my top 5, depending on how it ends. But for right now, shoot, nah, I do want to put this in A. Realistically, it should be B. What the heck happened to a good time? Realistically, this should be B, but I really like this show a lot. But yeah, Apocalypse Hotel. It's just one of those things where my expectations were completely blown away with the setting, the characters, like it's mostly it's all robots. This cast for the first episode, and it's like, wow, you feel it, but like you also feel connected to these robots too. I think they just did such a good job at building out this world, building out kind of like this what if scenario, and then as the show goes on, it's not a super serious show. It's not like this downer, depressing show, but like some of these robots do kind of go. They have their own character arcs. They go through their own the quote unquote feelings, right? And like you connect with these characters, and it's so fun. It's such a fun show, and it's unexpectedly really funny too. This is the sleeper hit of the season. I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I think it is highly rated, 4.1. It's pretty highly rated. I just don't see a lot of people talking about it in fandom. Stop yapping and putting it in C tier. Sora, did you watch this show? This is an S tier for me. This is one of my goats of the season. And it delivered every episode. I loved this. It's such a good time. I was so sad when it ended. Not because this ending was sad. It's just because like I don't have an episode to watch next week. And this was again, I caught up to this show and I started watching it weekly. So yeah, when it ended, I was like, oh man, that's it. I don't have any more. I hope it gets a season 2. I hope it gets a season 2 because that's one of the best. It's one of the best all mans. I don't have any more to watch anymore. It's just like, man, that's it. It ends off open enough for a season 2, but also ends off closed off enough that it doesn't need one. It could go either way. And then, of course, we have Sora with his garbage takes. I know that if this was Sora's list, everything but the hentai and ecchi shows would be... Everything would be in haven't seen or F tier. And then all the ecchi and hentai would be in S tier. Remember when we called it trash after seeing the trailer? Yeah, 100%, man. And I feel like the marketing department did this show, or at least the trailer that we watched. That one was just not great. I have seen a few more trailers that do the show a little bit more justice, but I feel like this is a show where you have to watch the first couple episodes to kind of get the vibe. I don't think a trailer can do it justice. And Apothecary Diaries would be F in Sora's world. I don't think he has it as an F. He just doesn't like that the romance is so slow in it, which is wild because the romance in his K dramas are so slow. But I think he told me it was like a B tier realistically for him. He just hates on it to meme. But yeah, he doesn't have it in S tier. But man, yeah, no, this is my list. I feel pretty confident in this list. The only things is that like I know I'm gonna get clowned on for the Shouinji family, and then I wish Kowloon was higher, but it's like those 2 missing episodes that I need to know those 2 episodes to know where it ranks within this chart right here. It would be B. Yeah, okay. I remember we were talking about this. Like realistically, it's a B for him. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list. As you can see, I did not watch a lot of these. Most of this was just like out of either I'm not into the franchise, I'm not interested, or it's a hentai. And then some of the stuff that I haven't seen but I want to watch. These 2 are summer seasons, and then everything else is I need to catch up. Honestly, this is a solid list for me. I am happy with this list. It's just this one, I want to know what my thoughts would be after I finish it. Apothecary Diaries, I want to know how it would compare to these 2 after I finish it as well. And then Shouinji Family, I'm going to be memed on it for eternity. But this is my list. I will be sending a screenshot to the Discord right now. Let me just do that real fast. Boop, boop. So yeah, if you guys want to make this tier list yourself, I refresh the video and check to see if it's in the bottom of the description. Actually, I did refresh this video, so let me see if it's in the description right now. Yeah, so yeah, it is in the tier list. It is in the description right now. If you want to refresh the video, and then also join our Discord, link down below, as well, so you can stay caught up with some of our thoughts live as anime are coming out. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this tier list. I am Josh. I'm JoshtheTourist Prod, and I surprisingly yapped for a lot longer than I thought I would. I've been here probably since 11:30, and it's almost 2. Good size stream, boys. Good size stream. Shoot, I opened the wrong screenshots. Is it this one? Yeah, here it is. Sora is, yeah, this stream, Sora is my #1 fan. It's confirmed, guys. It's confirmed. Sora is the #1 fan of this stream. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I don't know if I should do winter 2025 as well. I'll try. Maybe I'll do that next week. And then I have some other streams that I want, some other tier list streams that I want to do. But yeah, hit that notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite anime of this season was in the comments down below if you're watching the VOD. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.